here, owner and creator of the Little Dog Retreat and the littledogretreat.com. Welcome back. We are with we're getting down to the end of the month, and I wanted to show you part 2 of my favorite toys you can make at home for under $5. Most of these things you already have at home in your kitchen or around your house. I'm going to show you how to turn them into toys for your dogs. So let's get started. I'm going to show you right here the assortment of things. So this is our tray of goodies. Now, you'll notice some of these things probably look very, very familiar to you. Now, you'll have toilet paper rolls. What do you do with a toilet paper roll? Cute little toy egg and an apple. So these are the things that you're going to turn into toys for your dogs, and I'll show you how to do that. So what's really fun about a dog is that pretty much they will turn anything into a toy. Now, the older that they get, the less excited they become about things, and that's your job as a pup parent to help them re-engage and re-spark that enthusiasm when it comes to their toys. Now, you can go out and buy a lot of toys. You know, what I find, especially as my dogs get older, they're in the year 10 through 12 range. And, you know, just a standard squeaky toy just doesn't really do it for them anymore. And so they really want to kind of find something interesting. They want to use those canine instincts and really kind of, you know, play with something that's more engaging than just a squeaker, which usually puppies just love and are just totally enamored with. But older dogs kind of lose that interest. So here are the things, and I'll show you what to do with them. So what we're going to do is start out with a toilet paper roll. What's really exciting about a toilet paper roll is that everyone has them. So you can literally just use your standard toilet paper roll. Now, the toilet paper rolls we have do not have a lot of glue on them, and then there's no extra paper at the end. So you want to make sure any excess paper is off, and you want to make sure there isn't a ton of glue. For the most part, your dogs are not going to eat these. They're not going to digest them. They're just going to rip them apart and get into what's inside. And what you're going to do is fold that into a cute little shape, or this one, I kind of made it look like a fish is what I was hoping for. And so this was for my cat. My cat likes to get into things also. And if you have a cat at home, so this is for dogs or cats, if you have a cat at home who enjoys, you know, opening your cupboard doors, or, you know, going into a drawer or getting into your closet and kind of, you know, meandering around, then they're going to love the toilet paper roll one. Because literally what you do is you take your cat or your dog treat, whatever treats you normally would be giving them. You can also stick a little bit of kibble in here. You can stick meat. You can do whatever you want, because after you're done with this, you're pretty much going to recycle it. So you're literally just going to stick the kibble in there, or stick the treat. You're going to fold it in on both sides. And then you're just going to keep folding until you've created some kind of small compartment that kind of closes. That's fine. It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to be a pro at this. Then you're going to take the other side, stick the treats in there, and again, just fold it again. Now, you can get as fancy as you want with this. I recommend that you not use anything to stop your pet from opening it, like tape or whatnot, because you don't want them trying to chew or swallow that. And then that right there, just that simplicity of it, is going to hold the treat. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put this on the ground. You can let your dog or your cat smell it. You can kind of roll it around so they hear the sound. They can also kind of smell what's inside of there. And then you're just going to leave it for them to discover and enjoy while you're gone. You can do errands. You can go to work. You can have an outing or a day outing, and then they can just have something to play with. I usually do a couple of these at a time. So you can also literally just fold it on each side, not quite flattening it, and then just fold over. So you're going to do one where it's literally just folded on both sides, just like that. And then the treat would be inside. So very, very simple, but your dog is going to have to unfold this and get their nose in there, use their paws, use their teeth, and that's going to be very engaging, very mentally stimulating for your dog. And then, you know, again, you can get as crazy or as creative as you want with these. Just don't secure them with anything like staples or tape. You want your dog to be able to get into it safely. And then pretty much you can make both sides different. Whatever you want to do, just literally have fun with it and then just watch your dog get in there and discover it. It's super, super fun. So that's my first one. My second one is toy eggs. I think these are great. Now, if you don't have kids around your house, and so you don't end up getting these toy eggs every single year without fail, then you can simply pick them up at a Dollar Tree. You can get them on orientaltrainingcompany.com. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them, you know, per season. You can get them at your local store, especially after the holiday, and then just for super cheap. You're just going to pick up a package of these. Usually they come in a package of like 12 or 24, and that will last you the entire year. So you're going to get a package of these. Now, depending upon your dog, if you have a dog who's going to rip into this, and you're going to want, the first time you do this, you're going to see how your dog or your cat responds to it. If you have a dog who's going to rip into this and digest what's inside, don't use tape and don't use anything they can't digest. So these happen to have beans in them, uncooked beans. Now, I use these for playtime, not for food time, but I will put them around. I have small dogs and they do not attempt to get these open. So I have put meaty products in here, and the little ones for my dogs, the little jaw, their smaller shaped jaws, can get into the small ones without a problem, but they really can't get into these big ones. So this is just a standard classic egg. This is a mini egg. So the mini egg is where I would put my treats. Again, my dogs have more of a Pac-Man type mouth, and so they're pretty tiny. I have a Chihuahua, an Italian Greyhound, and a Pomeranian, so their mouths aren't very big. So the way they would open, this is about as big as they can get. Now, if you have a larger dog, they can definitely get into these. You can also buy the jumbo eggs, and that might be more fun for them. But you're going to kind of trial and error. The cats also like these little tiny eggs. And what you're going to do, so for your dogs who are going to crack these open and get the treats, you're going to simply just put their treat inside. Again, don't secure it with tape or anything. Put the treat inside and let them just have fun. Most dogs will not digest this. They'll get the treat inside and then they'll leave it. So again, see what your dog will do the first time you do it. If you have a dog who just wants to play with them, and these are great for literally just batting around the house. They're especially fun in a kitchen or a hardwood floor where they can literally get some momentum and some spin to them. But your cat will also really love these. And again, for cats, I use the tinier eggs. And so what I'll do is I literally just put the beans inside. I'll crack this one open. This one has half tape on it. And so I will put... Let me get this one open so you can see what it is. So I literally just put the beans inside and then I secure it with tape. And so the tape goes all the way around the egg. Whoop, there they go. So here are the beans just sitting inside the egg. And I just buy a package of dried beans, put them inside the egg, and then I secure it with tape all the way around so that my cats and my dogs can't get these open. So we just use these for playtime, and literally my dogs love batting these around the kitchen. My cat will then hear them and come from wherever she is and start playing with the dogs. It's a super fun way for them to bond and for them to interact. I will use these with my guest dogs also, because I'm also supervising them, so I know that they're not going to crack them open and get the beans. You don't want to give your dogs dried beans just because it will cause gas and indigestion. You can give your dogs beans as long as they've been cooked. You need to soak them first, usually for about 24, 48 hours to take out to alter the chemicals that actually cause the gas. That's a different story, but in general, you don't want to give your dogs dried beans to actually consume on a regular basis. So, but these are just for fun, just for toys, but dogs love them, and your cat will really enjoy it too. So that's my second one. And the third one is just so simple, and yet it just kind of, people don't think of it. This is an apple, just an organic apple from PCC. We get it for ourselves. We eat apples all the time. And what I've done is I literally took our apple corer. This is an apple corer. It literally just goes through the apple. I've already taken the core out this morning. So literally it takes the core, so all the seeds, because you don't want your dog, or cats pretty much won't do it, but you don't want your dog to digest the seeds. They do have a neurotoxin inside there that is bad for your dogs. So you don't want to give them the seeds, but the core, once the core is gone, the apple itself is totally fine. You can have a nice natural, raw apple or cooked apple or dehydrated apple. That's totally fine. Just get rid of the seeds. So you take your apple core, you literally take the core out, and then you take, this is just a peeler, and I like to peel off part of it, not the whole thing, because I find that it's just a little bit more interesting and exciting for the dogs. Now, my girls don't like to eat the apple peel itself, so they'll just kind of start to gnaw around this, but they will rip it open, and again, it's using their canine instinct to get at what they want. Now, what's also exciting about this is because it does have the center out, the core, you can literally stick peanut butter in there, you can put a bully stick, you can put treats, you can put treats with peanut butter, you can put all sorts of stuff in there just for them to kind of like forage out of there. And then the apple itself is just a fun way for them to gnaw on it and just enjoy during the day. Now, if you have tiny dogs, I recommend using a smaller apple. This is about the size of my fist. If you have larger dogs, you can get a larger apple. You can also cut the apple in half, but they won't have the center to actually enjoy the peanut butter. But this is a super fun way to entertain your dog while you're not there, or while you are there and you just need them to have some more entertainment if you don't want to walk them again. And it's literally just an apple. And then again, you can put peanut butter, you could put cheese, you could put lots of things, whatever makes sense for your dog and their digestion inside of there. And this is just a treat, just meant to be used as a supplement to their normal diet, not an actual meal itself. But this is super fun. So these are my top 3 under $5 things you can do at home that are super simple on a regular basis just to entertain and engage in more mental stimuli for your dog. And they are, again, little toilet paper holes with treats inside, eggs with either treats or something that you can literally just have them entertained with. If you're worried about your dog eating the beans, you can just use things like marbles. Once your dog gets it open, they won't have that instinct to try to even attempt to eat the marbles. They'll just be like, oh, it's a marble, it's glass, I won't be interested. You can use little rocks and things like that. That's also okay. These are just mostly meant for batting around and having fun. But if you do use treats, don't secure them with tape. If you don't use treats, definitely secure them with tape. And then the third thing is your apple, just your standard everyday apple, and with the core removed. And again, you just take your core, it goes through the apple, just like this, and it removes the core. The core looks just like this, so it comes out in a cylinder shape, and then get rid of the actual apple seeds, and then you can take your peeler and either peel the whole thing or just peel sections like I've done, but it's super, super fun. And then you can put treats inside there. So those are my three favorite treats that you can make at home and do it yourself at home under $5, and I hope that you do them. If you do them, take a photo, definitely share it on Instagram. You can hashtag the Little Dog Retreat. You can share it on our Facebook page, and then also by all means, leave a comment, like, and share. Definitely sharing is caring. So if you find any of these videos useful, share them on your page, share them with a friend, tag a friend. We would love to get the word out and just have people enjoy our videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you again. Bye.